Have you ever gone to a networking meeting or cocktail party and asked someone to tell you about themselves or what they're working on? Or maybe you're asking about their book. And by the time they've finished, you need a nap. Not only do you need a nap, but you haven't a clue what they said or why it matters. Because maybe you are not their audience. So to avoid that happening in the future, keep in mind this quote from Albert Einstein. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. And you might say, well, why is that important? Because you can make your words come alive. You can make it understandable. You can be clear and honest and simple, giving your answers, and a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old, because I started off with the premise of this being understandable by a 5-year-old. If kids can understand what your book is about, what problems it solves, why anyone would care, then grown-ups will understand too. And in the long run, you'll have an easy to speak, an easy to remember and share soundbite that will serve you well as you are promoting your book. So let me get myself out of the way so you can see what I want you to do. Tell me about your book. Who is it for? Tell me the problem it solves. Why would we care? What makes you the expert? And can a 5-year-old understand you? If all of your answers are crafted with that 5-year-old in mind, I guarantee you will have a better book title. You'll have an easy way to speak about your book that isn't boring and doesn't send us running for the hills. And you'll be able to speak clearly and with power and passion about who you are, who you serve, and why it matters. So let's take a look at that little kid again. Do you want faces that look like that? Or do you want faces that look like these kids? And let's face it, we're all kids at heart. The easier you make it for people to understand what you are about, the easier it will be for you to have a message that matters and is shareable. You can find me, Judy Baker, at bookmarketingmentor.com. And I would like to invite you to be an author in the spotlight. And when you go to my website, you can sign up. If you've published a book in the last year and you're a nonfiction author, I want to hear from you. That's bookmarketingmentor.com, and I'll help you get more bang for your book.